midfield. Let's go. And he's got the first pickup good enough to extend the drive.
Third down. That's a good job of situational football. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off.
Side to 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
All day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a fake on the give here as they try.
Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for. And that time, handoff here to his running back. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. On second down now, Melton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. Down. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Nothing lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing.
That's how we do it, baby.
After review of the play, the ruling on
another
the
shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. That's caught at the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 4th down, Moss. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go, D.
They'll run on 1st down. Burns. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Burns. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Burns. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's McDaniel. Off the play fake. Moss. On the crossing route, complete. That's McDaniel. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw. Moss. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's first and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? A couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this will go out of bounds, and my goodness, he didn't even get that thing to the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mahomes now on first down. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And again, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they just squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fielded about a yard deep. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive.
I think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run the counter. It's Burns. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Burns. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And it's caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 4 yards. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in. And it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Super exit game. Depth chart. Player name Seamless. Player name D. Edwards. Player name Seamless. Player name J. Edwards. Entering coaching screen depth chart.
And what in the world?
And med settings. Med challenge play. Exit game depth chart. Player name Seam. Player name D. Edwards. Player name J. Edwards.
Sure
entering coaching screen
what, but for
chart.
some reason he spiked the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Moss. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McDaniel. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Plays like this with the ball.
Challenge play.
It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After
Entering the overlist on
challenged the
Ops, the
play.
I will
It did not
handle
pay
flipping
off.
your defensive
that means
play
he
to
lost
best
a
match
timeout in
defensive
that
formation.
challenge.
And
If
as
you
a
want to
coach, you
manually
hate that.
flip
Don't know
your
if you took the
defense in the
advice of
play
the
call
player, you
screen,
threw
you
it
can turn it
yourself,
off now. It
but
will
it didn't
stay
go
off
your way.
until it is
At the end
turned
of the
back
day,
on.
it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Burns. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 14. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Now, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
On 3rd down, Wilkinson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. He's got his man on the crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Moss going to throw right side here, complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 1st down, it's Burns, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Burns. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Burns. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.